You need cool, high status people wearing your brand for social proof, to build value into your brand and to help you market to make more sales, but you just don't have a structured way of going about it. For somebody who's worked with dozens of influencers for my lifestyle brand and done hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales, I'm gonna show you step by step how to do influencer marketing so that you can crush it with your brand this year. The first step when it comes to working with influencers for your own brand is doing research. There are 3 different types of influencers that I want you to consider using. The way that I like to classify this is that there are mega influencers, micro influencers, and nano influencers. And based on the size of your brand and where you're currently at, you're gonna wanna work with a different size of influencer because it's within your reach. A mega influencer is somebody who has over 100,000 followers on any of the social media platforms. A micro influencer is somebody who has between 10 and 100K followers, and a nano influencer is somebody who has less than 10K followers. Now, you may be thinking that the mega influencers is like the best and it's what you always want to be working with, but there's actually pros and cons to each of these. The bigger that an influencer's audience is, the broader and wider their audience is also. So if you have a really niche brand and you get it onto a really broad focused influencer, it's not necessarily going to convert for you very well. The benefit of working with an influencer that big, though, is that you get insane reach and insane exposure for your brand. But if you look at a nano influencer who's got less than 10,000 followers, you may be thinking it's just not worth it for you. But the beauty of working with an influencer that's only got 8,000, 7,000 followers is they might have an extremely engaged audience and they might be in a really particular niche that's perfectly aligned with your brand, and they're not going to cost nearly as much to get in touch with and to get your brand associated with. So I highly recommend that if you're just starting up a brand and you don't have much momentum yet, work with the micro and nano influencers first. They're going to be the easiest to get in touch with. They're going to be excited to work with you. And if they have a niche audience that's super aligned with your brand, it could actually be amazing in generating sales and getting value for your brand. Now, let me give you some sauce here when it comes to finding influencers for your brand on Instagram. I'm sure in your head, there's at least one person you can think of that would be perfectly aligned for your brand. If you go to their account on Instagram, click on their followers tab, and you'll notice that there's another tab here that says For You. If you click on For You, it's gonna list a whole bunch of other accounts that are similar concepts and similar follower sizes to the exact same influencer that you were just looking at. This is an amazing way to find a really dense spot of all of the different influencers that are likely amazing for your brand as well. And if you click on one of these from the For You page, you can do the exact same thing again. Go to their followers and go to the For You, and it'll list even more influencers. I like doing this on Instagram because I find that Instagram's just like the hot spot to find influencers on all of the other social media platforms as well. Like YouTubers are on there, TikTokers are on there, everybody's on Instagram and has an account on there. But if you're looking to find influencers to work with on YouTube as well, type in a search that's related to your niche, the one that you're trying to sell to, and then filter the results by channels. Instead of looking at just videos, filter the results by channels and you'll see all the channels that are aligned with your search topic. Now, we are just getting started here. In a second, I'm gonna share with you how to organize all of this, the exact messages to send in your outreach. But first, I wanna let you know that Apparel Success is sponsored by my buds over at design.com. If you need a design and you've got a vision for it, but you're not quite a designer yourself, this is perfect for you. Just go to design.com/apparel success, use the AI logo generator tool, type in your absolutely sick idea for a design, hit enter, thousands of logos are gonna come up. You can edit and refine any of these logos for free as long as you want until it's perfect. If you're interested and you wanna play around with this, go to design.com/apparel success and you can get up to 88% off at checkout. Okay, this next part is absolutely key when it comes to organizing all of this. As somebody who's a total mess when it comes to organization, I like to just do whatever I feel and I'm very spontaneous. This was so helpful in organizing the actual influencers that I'm reaching out to and keeping an eye on it. We don't want to spend $300 a month on some platform that's going to be organizing this for us, especially if we're just getting started. So let me show you how I did it. If you make a Google Sheet in a Google Drive or just use an Excel spreadsheet, it's a really simple sheet to set up. All that it is it's a sheet with different headings that's gonna help you understand who you've reached out to already, what their follower count was, have you sent them products yet, have they responded to your messages, and all of that. So the headings that I used are influencer name, platform, which would be like Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, or whatever it is, follower count, so I'll list their follower count, the category or niche that they're a part of, their contact info, if I can find their email or if I just have to DM them. Date contacted is the day that I actually sent the outreach message to them. Their response status, if they responded, if they haven't responded. The next steps to follow up. If you send them a gift or if you send them product, you can write down the date that you sent that out. If they make a post, you can mark down the day that they made the post, and then any notes about that influencer. Maybe it's a vibe they're getting, the country that they're located in, something that'll affect the whole relationship. So you can see this is a list of influencers that I've created for my own clothing brand that I think would be great to represent our brand and to test out our products and to potentially work in a partnership with us. This sheet is so helpful in doing this in a way that's actually scalable, because I can see the day that I contacted them, their response status, if they've gotten back to us or not. Have we sent them anything yet? Have they made a post yet? And you have to remember that over the months, you're going to be constantly looking for new influencers. And so you can go back to this sheet and just search to see if they've already been included in here before, because they're going to get all scrambled in your brain and you're not going to remember who you've contacted and who you haven't. So I recommend that if you're looking to do this seriously, this is how you do it, to organize everything and to make it really structured for you. Now let's talk about outreach, actually making the contact with the influencer. How do you get in touch with them? How do you communicate with them? And what are you trying to accomplish with all of this at the end of the day? Most brands that are starting up don't have any social proof. They don't have any high status or cool people wearing their brand. And if you can get an influencer to rock your clothing brand, send you a picture of them wearing it, or make a post on their account wearing it, that's a huge win for your brand, and it's going to go super far in getting your brand to where you want to be. On top of that, if you want to explore an actual partnership with the influencer where you're paying them to make posts and things like that, you can do that as well. And I'm going to show you a way that you can communicate with them that leaves all of your options open. For my brand Therapy Wear, we're looking to find influencers that are in the physiotherapy space, chiropractors, health experts, people who are in fitness or working with injuries and things like that. Since our product is an infrared heated hoodie that has heat in the neck, back, and shoulders for pain relief. So we know that people who are following these accounts that are talking about pain relief, that are talking about shoulder pain and back pain and neck pain, would be in perfect alignment to promote our products. Here's an example of a DM that I sent an influencer from our account so that you can see exactly what we wrote. Hey, just saw your reel about and we love the vibe of your content on healing. I'm Rob, founder of Therapy Wear. We've created the Relief Hoodie, which uses infrared heat therapy to ease neck, back, and shoulder tension. I'd love to send you one to try and see if it could be a fit for a potential partnership. Let me know if you're interested. Happy to share more. Best, Rob. Now, you'll notice a few things about this message. Number one, it's short. We didn't go paragraph after paragraph explaining our company and just being crazy. We literally just sent a short, concise paragraph. Number two, the very first thing that we did is we showed appreciation for their current content that they're posting and something specific about it to show that we're actually watching it and we actually care. And it's not just some random bot generated DM that I'm sure you've received and everybody's received that just annoys the crap out of you. And the third thing is that we're just offering her one to try as a gift and to see if it's a fit for a potential partnership. We're not saying it's an absolute fit. We're not saying our product would be perfect to sell to your audience or anything like that. It's literally just exploring a potential partnership, offering a gift, and then that's it. So in her eyes, when she checks out her account, she sees our product worth $200 USD, that she's gonna get this thing for free. She gets to test it out and there's no strings attached, which by the way is a great thing that you could put inside of your messages. Hey, we'd love to send you a gift, no strings attached. You know, hope you enjoy it. When you send messages like that, it comes across in a way that's easily received, and just like we suspected, she got back to us and she wants to support us. So I'm trying to break down the nuances for you of how to word your messaging when you reach out to these people to give your brand the best likelihood of actually hearing back from them, and so that you're not just wasting your time. Every single message that you send out to any influencer should be in the context of that specific influencer. If it's an influencer in the basketball niche, say you liked a video of him slam dunking or completely humiliating this guy or something, and make a joke about it and keep it casual. But by saying things that are in the context of that particular influencer, it's really going to show them that you took the time to actually watch their content and understand who they are. Now, if you take everything that I've shared with you here and you turn it into a system where you're sending out outreach messages on a daily basis to get your brand worn by influencers, and you're organizing it all in that spreadsheet, and you're researching influencers using the methods that I've shown you, it's basically a foolproof way to make this work for your brand, and I hope that that helped. Let me know in the comments below how influencer marketing's been going for your brand, and if any of this resonated with you. And if you want to work closer with me and a community of other clothing brand owners, check out apparelsuccessmastermind.com, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.